Hi, everyone. I'm Ed Barrie. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Treasury4, and I'm here today to share some updates, some product and feature updates around new capabilities that we've have built into the platform, specifically around supporting our customers and their needs for FBAR filing. So FBAR, foreign bank account reporting, is probably the biggest four-letter word in Treasury. It is something that has to be done. It is a regulatory reporting requirement in the United States for organizations that have non-US held bank accounts or financial accounts. And most organizations have to manually do this and manually create and prepare all that data using spreadsheets. In Treasury4, we actually help our customers track all data that's needed for supporting the FBAR filing. So your entity data, your legal entity data, the counterparties that you hold financial accounts with, including foreign accounts, all types of financial accounts, bank accounts, escrow, investment custody, derivative trading, any type of financial account can be tracked in our Entity 4 module. We track the staff members who are officers and directors of legal entities, as well as signatories on bank accounts, including foreign accounts. And that includes tracking things like the effective from and effective to date that an account was open or that a staff member had signature authority over a bank account. Additionally, with our Cash 4 module, we are bringing in automated bank statement reporting, whether that's through banking APIs, SWIFT, or SFTP, or our customers manually importing bank statements if needed. And we also bring in the year-end December 31st US Treasury foreign exchange conversion rates that are needed for FBAR reporting. And I'm going to share my screen here and show some capabilities that we have in the system for helping support our customers with their FBAR reporting requirements. So if I share screen 3 here, you'll see in Treasury4 in our Entity 4 module under Account Management. So if we open up that, you'll see a new menu here for FBAR Management. And here in FBAR Management is where our customers are tracking the preparer of their annual FBAR reporting and the person who transmitted or the firm who transmitted your reporting on your behalf. So you can go add a preparer as an example and fill in and track all of the information needed for tracking the preparer of each calendar year FBAR reporting, as well as the person or firm who's transmitting the FBAR report to FinCEN and their website. We're going to have some additional capabilities here coming out to generate things like the XML integration file. However, in the near term, we have all of the data needed to help you manage your FBAR filings. So in our Analytics Studio is where we bring all of that data together. The entities that have foreign bank accounts, the counterparties that they're held with, the accounts themselves, the signatories on the accounts, the highest closing ledger balance that the account had for the given calendar year as reported on the bank statement or is imported manually by our customers. And then we convert that using the year-end FinCEN, or sorry, US Treasury FX rates of exchange to USD equivalent. So if we go into our FBAR Analytics Dashboard, we pull together here just a quick dashboard where you can select your reporting year. So in this example, 2025, we can see how many filers the organization has, how many accounts are in scope, and the number of countries that your organization holds bank accounts with. We can see the individual signers here and the number of accounts that the signer is on. If we scroll down here, we're seeing a summary by entity of the foreign bank accounts, and then which staff members have signatory or other authority over the bank account. So now you can really drill into that. And importantly, going down here to our detailed FBAR summary, this is effectively your work papers, your data grid showing you all of your accounts, entities, and signatories for the given calendar year. So we can see things like the filing year that we selected above, which entity owns the account, the address, tax ID number, the name of the banking partner the account is held with, the country location of that banking partner, the bank's address, the FinCEN 114A account type. There's 3 different account type options that are supported on that filing. The account number the currency of the account, the maximum closing ledger balance, the highest closing ledger balance that the account had in 2025 based on the bank statements that are being reported or imported into our Cash 4 module. We have the date of the maximum balance, the 12/31, December 31st US Treasury FX conversion rates. You can see the rate here at December 31st, the USD equivalent, and now we can see who the signatory is, their authority type, whether the signer is an active employee, an active staff member, or inactive, meaning that you flag that person as no longer being with the company or part of the organization, and then the person's title on that bank account for that given account. And then you'll notice here that we have there's a couple of records here that show as being in scope, but they are color coded here because there's no balance in Cash 4 for that account. So our customers have the ability to manually input the balance record and the date of that balance. So if your statements, if your bank accounts aren't reporting automatically through API, Swift, or host-to-host, or otherwise being imported into Cash 4, you still have the ability to manually capture those balances and the date of that balance for use in your FBAR. So now we can see all of this information in one spot here, bringing it all together for you. And this is all coming out of the system. So we're leveraging all the data that's in Treasury4. We can go review all the staff members who have FBAR reporting and see attributes of those staff members and what the different authority types, whether they're an officer or director, if they have power of attorney over an entity. We have seen different organizations interpret the FBAR report, filing requirements slightly different. And so we want to be able to give our customers the ability to look at all the potential staff members who may have an FBAR reporting obligation. We're just surfacing up here, again, just a full set of the December 31st US Treasury FX rates. And really what's just fun here is going to the FinCEN 114 PDF. And if our users click on choose their filing year and then click on generate FinCEN 114, it will actually then generate the FinCEN 114 PDF for each filer, as well as the corporate filing. And it will save that to a storage account inside of each customer's environment, and it generates the FinCEN 114 form, pre-populated, pulling all the data through so this can turn around and be uploaded to the FinCEN website. So we're pulling through all the data, filer information, tax ID number, address, and so forth, and even calculating number of accounts that staff member has signatory authority over, and filling out the additional information regarding the accounts. So really our goal is to drive to what we call one-touch FBAR. It's not really one touch. There's several steps involved here, but I think the really important point is that we're bringing all the data together within our Entity 4 module and our Cash 4 module, including the year-end foreign exchange rates from the US Treasury to do all the calculations needed for FBAR reporting. So one of the things our customers really then can focus on is working with their banking partners to ensure that their signatory records match the bank signatory records, while not having to then collect all this other information, right? You have in one spot your entity data, counterparty, accounts, staff, signer, account balances, FX rates, and then driving the generation of the PDF, the FinCEN 114 PDF. And at the end of the month, at end of February, we will then be releasing in production the capability to generate the XML integration file that can also be uploaded to FinCEN in lieu of the PDF file. So if your preference is to send the XML interface file or have the PDF, we support all of that, and really want to have a rich capability for helping you manage your FBAR reporting obligation and filings. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't work with your tax advisors. You absolutely should. We are just helping you organize, prepare, and report on all of the relevant data needed for FBAR. So we would love to give you a further demo. If you have interest, want to do a deep dive, walk through any edge cases or use cases that we may have missed. A couple of things that we've worked with our customers on is one of our customers advised that they had acquired a couple of entities in 2025, and those entities had foreign bank accounts, and they wanted to track the cash highest balance, even though that account wasn't reporting into Treasury4. And then so we structured the reporting here to look at the acquired date of the account and pull that balance through into the FBAR report, but not reflect it in their overall cash position, as an example. So we really want to understand any other edge cases that our customers are dealing with, our users are dealing with around the FBAR reporting. We want to make this as seamless as possible and really take out friction and pain from the dreaded FBAR reporting. So with that, we'd love to reach out if you have any questions or would like to schedule a deep dive demo on this. We'd love to connect. Thank you.